Welcome back, hodlers. Today we're going to go over an exchange, a Canadian exchange specifically, and the reason why I'm going through this is one, because a lot of you are looking for a new exchange to use after Binance, looking for the options, and you're also looking for probably somewhere safe in Canada to use, especially if you're Canadian. Now, just to be transparent as well, the company that we're working with is actually partnering up with the channel for a new series that we're working on TA. So make sure not to miss that and go ahead and subscribe so you get some TA guides coming through over the next couple of weeks. The exchange that we are talking about is Bitbuy. So Bitbuy specifically is a Canadian-centric exchange. So it's based in Canada for Canadians, by Canadians, that whole deal. And they service things like fiat deposits from your bank. So same type of deposits that you might already be doing, whether it be e-transfer or wire transfer. Now, one thing that attracted me to Bitbuy was them making sure that they keep up with maintaining regulations within Canada. So they work with an asset provider registered under FinTech, and they also provide clarity and statements based on their position when they talk about Canadian regulators. They specifically call out, and I agree, you've all seen this before. Obviously, we talked about it in the start of the video. We see the regulatory issues that Binance are going through. And a lot of these exchanges are pulling out of Ontario. Now, again, Bitbuy really focuses on the Canadian industry, and they are based out of Toronto. So obviously, Ontario is one big perspective of their scope. Now, they actually have two high-end executives working with IROC, the Investment Industry Regulatory Organization of Canada. So these two people are members of the Crypto Asset Working Group. One is Torsten Breton, which I believe is their Chief Compliance Officer. And then we have Dean Skirka, which I believe is the VP of Finance and Compliance. So two big members working on the working group. They're also trying to register with the OSC, which the OSC is why a lot of exchanges kind of exited out of Ontario because of what the Ontario Securities Commission is doing to crack down on bad actors. A big part of exchanges, obviously we have the stories of Mt. Gox collapsing and everything else, and you're not quite sure exactly who you're dealing with. We have some Tether FUD that's going around about Tether not really having their assets. Well, Bitbuy actually shows their proof of reserves. So they've done a report. They did a report back in 2019 and they did another report back in 2020. And they were able to identify these findings. Their anti-money laundering list was at 100, so very low risk. And they were able to achieve an over 95% in cold storage of their assets. So there's a lot of security and transparency amongst them, which is one of the big focuses of the company. Now, they come with all the normal stuff that you would need in terms of two-step verification, whether it be Google Authenticator or Authy. I typically have seen a lot of Canadian exchanges just use one and not the other, and that's frustrated me because I don't want two different authenticator programs. So it's nice to at least see Bitbuy giving multiple options, but the Google Authenticator is obviously one that is the personal favorite. Now, with that transparency aspect, they also are the only Canadian exchange actually producing their numbers to CoinMarketCap. So here we can actually go to the CoinMarketCap for Bitbuy and see exactly what the volumes are, what the price is, what's going on a daily. Now, in terms of the token supply, it is a little limited, and this again comes down to regulatory framework. It's not easy to get regulatory approval to trade a lot of cryptocurrencies. So they obviously have to go through certain steps, certain hoops to make sure that things apply. But a lot of coins that I'm pretty bullish on are here, being Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, Aave, and Link. Now, they do say that they are adding to this list as time goes on. So they are going to increase which tokens are available over time. Now, their fee structure is very transparent in terms of what they're charging you. They're not going to give you hidden fees. Now, in terms of depositing crypto and the crypto fees, this is where it gets a little bit higher than maybe what we're used to. And this is my criticism for them. But obviously, you know, in a space where you need to make some money, you want to be regulatory compliant. They have employees and everything. It makes sense that they're making a little bit of money on deposits. But so Interact deposits are a fee of 1.5%. So if you're putting in $100, they'll take $1.50 as a fee. And then bank wires are 0.5% for deposits. Any withdrawals, so this is a good way to exit the crypto market if you're looking to have a direct link to your bank account. That is regulatory compliant. I know a lot of people were probably using Binance. Well, now if you're in Ontario, you can't use Binance anymore. With their withdrawals, you have the 1.5% for e-transfers. That takes within 24 hours. And then the 1% with a wire transfer. Now, they do have the minimum for the wire transfer, so just keep that in mind. Now, in terms of Depositing digital currency, you can fund a Bitbuy with whatever cryptocurrency that you want, 0% fee. So you're not going to have to worry about any fees when you do send cryptocurrency to your wallet within Bitbuy. They do have a withdrawal fee, but typically this is very nominal. I see this on basically a lot of different exchanges having similar types of fees. So just look through these fee structures. Obviously, my favorite fee to go through is XRP. I move XRP through all my different exchanges to avoid any fees altogether. So usually I'm moving XRP or XLM if you don't like XRP. But again, these are very nominal to what other exchanges do. The one big thing that I would like to mention about Bitbuy, we've seen this with a lot of different cryptocurrency exchanges, especially in Canada. We've had problems with their customer service. I have a couple that I can reference off the top of my head. I'll give you a hint. One is Coin, and it has a fruit in the name. But they have a robust support staff. They have a robust support system. And obviously, if you have something that doesn't fall in line with any of these issues, you can always go ahead and open up a ticket. So Bitbuy really focuses on giving a platform for everyone entering the market. So no matter what your skill level is. So they do have their express trade, which is that simple trade that we did talk about, the base 0.2% fee for buy and sell. So obviously you can buy and sell whatever cryptocurrency you want here really quick. Just enter the amount of fiat that you want to spend, buy that crypto. They also have their Pro Trade platform, which their charts are integrated by TradingView. This is very similar to what you would see in Binance and everything else. Now on the Pro version, they do try to maintain a lower spread than normal. The spread is always posted here, so you're able to see exactly what the spread is. So obviously if you use the Pro version for Binance, this is going to look pretty similar, but they also have their OTC Desk over the counter, which is typically where you can make a bigger purchase, a larger purchase, instead of just going through the Pro Trade. Obviously, for clients looking to invest a lot more, this is probably your better option. Anecdotally as well, they also have their Bitbuy corporate office, which again goes into allowing corporations to add Bitcoin or add cryptocurrency to their treasury, making sure that everything's compliant and above board, which is going to be increasingly needed for a lot of companies within Canada. And then they also allow API trading. I don't do bot trading. Maybe some of you do. If you're interested, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to join Bitbuy, you can go ahead and use the affiliate link that I have down in the description below. You'll earn $20 when you first sign up using that link. So just to give my overall unfeathered opinion about Bitbuy, I think it's a very great platform depending on what you're looking for in the crypto space. Obviously, being compliant is very, very important, not only for just me and you, but for companies, for larger investors as well. You want to make sure that what's happening amongst the cryptocurrency and amongst that exchange isn't happening with malicious intent or any bad actors in the background. And the space is still so new. But when you have an exchange that's working with regulators and working to shape up the actual legislation, it's going to be hugely valuable in the space. Again, you can receive your free $20 when you deposit $250. I also earn a reward as well, just to be transparent and open. That's it for me. Hopefully this video helped you find an exchange in Canada, because I know it's getting increasingly hard. If you did like this content, go to give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content, and happy hodling.